Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and this is a quick version of trying to fix this TOMY chat box here. So it came with a nice box and it is from 1985. This is the box here. Looking at the instructions on the side, it's supposed to play messages, it's supposed to go forward, hold paper and a pencil, and it's supposed to about turn as well. So yeah, it looks like you can get a load of other ones as well. So let's take this thing apart and see what's happening. Right now I've got batteries in it and it's not doing anything. There seems to be a little bit of power in this when I press this. Sometimes I can get it to make a bit of a noise, but there's nothing really happening with it. There's some really bad corrosion on one of the batteries. Watch this. It just falls out and it's really badly corroded here. It might be as simple as that, not too sure. But let's take this thing completely apart, have a look at the inside of it, clean up that contact and see if we can work out exactly what is wrong with it. Right, here we go. Excellent. Oh, hold on now. So this is... no, that hasn't broken, so you pull that down. But why is that not retracting? I wonder whether this is similar to... this is interesting. I wonder... Do you know the toys that I always have a nightmare with, the pull string toys? I wonder, you know, like Andy Pandy? Have to remember that one. And Rupert the Bear and the Womble and Mickey Mouse, those ones. I'm wondering if it's the same thing going on here, because look, that's pulling down here, but look, can you hear it goes up a little bit then stops. So I'm thinking that should go all the way back up to here. Oh, this is good. Oh, and then look, you press that and it presses the button down here. Oh, I'm really curious now. See, this is the great thing about it. Yes, a cheap toy, and most people probably think it's going to be boring. Also, you can see that there must have been a dog in the house where this came from. But what's in that? And that's what makes it interesting. See, I just thought it'd be electronic. I didn't really think there'd be any sort of like pull string to record something. Or is it just a case of doing this instead of pushing a button? I don't know. But I bet you that's to record it. So let's get straight in here now and take this off here. Also, I can see down here, look at the fluff. Wow, look at the fluff on that gear there. I'm already liking this one. Here we go. Right, so we've got wires going into it. And look, it's moving up now. Look at that. Look at it. It's going. So, I wonder, does it take much to stop it? Yeah, look, it's powerful. Look at that. Obviously, I'm not using all my strength. Ah, so maybe it just needs to be freed up. That string is particularly clean because, again, it's all encased. Well, I think I'm going to have to take this all apart. And this looks like it's to record. Well, that is to record, isn't it? That's the record button up here. Record. Right, let's strip it down a bit further. Right. Oh, whoa. Check out the eyes. So a light must go and they must go different colours when that turns. Look at that. Right, so this is the speaker here. These things are just a friction fit, so the arms just move around wherever you want to move them when you hold the paper and the pencil. Yes, 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 here we go. Wait for it. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is a record player, isn't it? Not going to touch that. That looks like it's a record player. Hold on now, but how does it re-record the message? Because on a record player, it's just basically plastic, and it looks like if you were to sort of look at it, if you could zoom in at it, it'd be like a sort of mountain, and the needle bounces up and down all the different mountain shapes to produce the sound. I wonder if this is more than that, if it's if this is like a disk, you know, like a disk drive, floppy disk drive sort of thing. Right, doesn't matter which way this goes on. Which way did it go on? This way, isn't it? I'm going to do this really carefully. So basically that's that side. I'm not going to touch that side, but I will have a look at the other side. The main thing is now it is moving back, and it wasn't before. I don't want to touch that because I've got a feeling that I could end up breaking it. Good news is it's pulling back now, so that's great. Let's see if I can take this off as easy as I did the other side. Yes, you can. I'm so glad I've done this. Wow. Right, okay, so we have this thing that moves. You can see there's contacts there. So when you press... How does this work? Oh, look, look, look. When you do that, it's moving the copper onto different contacts. So let's put it all the way. Well, I presume if that was properly where it should be, properly seated. Yeah, look, you're on the end contacts now. So if you look closely here, can you see there's three lots of contacts? So it must do, maybe, does it do the recording when it's in the middle contact? Does the end contact tell it to start recording or something? And why is it not pulling back now? Oh, no, I've got to be careful. That moves across there like that. This is the thing that tells it to start recording. Why? What is that doing? Oh, look, it's moving the metal contact in here. Can you see right the way in here? When you press that in, that's moving down. So that's just simply an on and off switch, isn't it? There you go, that's clean now, isn't it? See if that makes any difference. Definitely putting it in more than it did before, so I think we'll leave that for the moment. Let's now concentrate on cleaning it up and sorting out that battery contact. So get a fiberglass pen, and I'm going to do my best to clean up this corrosion down here. So it's on this one here very badly. These 9-volt ones look okay, so I need to clean up this one, and I need to clean up this one here. I'm also going to get some white vinegar as well, just in case it's still spreading. I very much doubt it is, but I'll give it a quick spray just in case it's still being eaten away. In fact, let me just put that in there and then spray that. Use the cotton bud to put it all over there. Right, you can see that this is probably going to take me a good 20 minutes or so, so I'll be just fast forwarding through all this bit. Basically what I've done is I put the white bit of plastic in, I glued it, I then put that metal thing on, glued it, and then I got the soldering iron and I used a little bit of jumper wire from the existing blob of solder right to the little rivet here. So basically now the rivet is connected to this purely via a wire, so it doesn't matter that it's snapped anymore. And if you listen now, there's continuity between here and here. Okay? I've gone online and I've found the instructions from it, and it is actually straightforward enough. Basically, you have to put this lever down at the side and then hit record, and it will record the message. Then apparently what you can do is, if it's working properly, you can then hit this button here and it will start to lift. Every time you hit this button, the lever will start to move up, and then every time you let go of this button, it will stop. So I think what you can do is record different messages at different times. Testing, testing. I'm going to keep moving it around saying testing, testing, testing to see if it picks it up, and then I might know if it's a bad connection on the wire. There you go. Right, now is that because I just took the batteries out, or is that because it's now working? So let's try that again and do exactly the same again. Testing, testing, moving it around again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, now let's see if that works. Excellent. Fantastic. Right, okay, I don't know why it's working now, but it seems to be working now, so maybe I should just put it back together, and then when it's all kind of together, because obviously this is quite important here, it only works when this is kind of I don't know, like fully aligned. Sometimes I have to push that in to get it to connect, so I'm thinking when it all gets pushed in against whatever it gets pushed into, maybe then it will work properly. Right, now before I put it all back together, I think I'm going to resolder the wires on this speaker here, because they both look, I don't know, they're okay, but they're not brilliant, so I think I'm going to unsolder them and then just strip them back. But I might do it to all of these wires here. They just look I wonder whether the corrosion went up and just attacked this a bit. They don't quite look as good as the others. See that one there, so the corrosion's gone down into that, so maybe the battery acid has travelled up the wires, or would that be unlikely? I think probably the battery acid's probably gone maybe up to this layer here ever so slightly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fully put this back together now, and hopefully when it's all back together it might be working alright. Right, let's do a quick test of the speaker again, and then we can clean them all up and put new batteries in. So, forward, backwards, it looks like the eyes are lighting up, so let's put this down. Testing 20, 21, 22, chatbot on my mate Vince. Date today, 22nd of August 2019. Alright, let's see if it did that.
20, 21, 22, chatbot on.
Oh, it's gone. No, it's seized up.
20, 21, 22, chatbot on my mate Vince.
Then you can stop it.
Date today, 22nd August 2019.
Right, it's very clear. It's very clear, but it's still hit and miss. I mean, I don't really know if I'm going to get any better at that. I think I'm going to clean up the robot now. I don't fully understand how that little floppy disk works on the inside. But at least I'm really glad that it is a floppy disk, because I thought it would have been a tape. I thought it would have been some sort of tape on this, so that's pretty good. Right, okay, I'm going to give it a nice good clean up now, because there's a lot of, I don't know whether that's food or whatever it is, and the brown stuff in here. So let's get rid of all that. Go. It's come up nice and clean now. Fair amount of dirt on it. So now it has the little tray. If you want to give somebody, for example, a present or something like that on their birthday, you can drive it up to them. You can move their arms into 3 positions like this. And yeah, look at it. It's come up really, really good. Remember, 34 years old. So I'm well happy with that. And even in here, it doesn't look too bad. Just need to give that a dry. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. As long as it works, that's the main thing. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play around with it a little bit downstairs, just on the kitchen floor, to see how well that works, and then I'm going to film the ending of this video. Hopefully then it will be operating as it should do. So we'll be back very shortly. Right, I've been mucking around with it, and do you know what? It is working pretty good. It's not perfect. Sometimes it seems to get caught around here and you have to push it down and go through it again. But 9 times out of 10 it's working, and it sounds pretty clear. Do you know what? I'm really happy with how this one has come out. So you get the idea now. You can put, for example, a note in here, a pen in here, or if it was like someone's birthday, I think the idea, it said on the instructions, you could put a little cupcake here or something and deliver it to the person, and then you can play them the message, like sing happy birthday or something like that. So it really is pretty impressive. And also, look, you can turn that around and stuff. So yeah, really happy with this one. So let me just drive it around the room a bit and you can see how it works. So basically, that's how it turns. And then you can see it goes forward. 1 second. Yeah, forward. So the idea is you can go to somebody and then turn it. Oh, hold on. There we go. Right, so sometimes when you go to turn it, because it's working on that little wheel, and also if it gets caught in a groove here, then it won't turn instantly. I haven't checked out the range on it yet, but it seems to be working its way around the kitchen. I think that is pretty good, and also the way the lights light up are nice. And then when it speaks to you, that wheel spins, so it looks more real. I think it looks nice, especially when you put this in as well. You know what I mean? It looks pretty modern for something that's 34 years old. So I'm going to leave it now with a message to all of you lot out there. So here we go, let's face it towards the camera. It's back where I started. Hold on. There we go, perfect. Right, you ready? Oh, I forgot to push this down. Right, ready?
So that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for more trying to fix videos. Take care. Bye now.
And look, you can stop it there, and then you can play another message and another message. So for example, you could record maybe 5 or 6 messages, bring it up to somebody and have a pretend conversation. So how good is that? I can't really end the video any better than that. And the eyes light up and stuff when the wheel spins. What a lovely toy. I think he's got one more thing to say.
By the way, I almost forgot. This is quite possibly the worst YouTuber in the world.
How dare you? I've given you life and I can take it away again. That is it. If you have enjoyed it, I've certainly enjoyed this one. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye now.